Today, me and Armando are planting avocado trees. Say hi, Armando.
Hey, man. ¿Cómo están? Saludos. Hi. Hi, Oro.
They like you more than they like me. Every time I make a video now, if you ain't in it, they say, where's Armando? He's right here. So what are we doing today, Armando?
We're planting new plants.
I'm putting some new avocado trees in, right? And what do we got? We got an Oro Negro.
Oro Negro.
We got an Anise and a Brogden. And I got good news for you. The holes are already dug.
That's a good part.
Yeah, I had your buddy Mo come out and use his drill, drilled the holes for us. We've showed these guys how to plant a tree, digging the hole ourselves, right?
Okay.
And digging these holes takes us what, 2 hours?
Yeah, like 2 hours.
2 hours and a lot of pain, right? Okay. This job is going to take us 5 minutes. You can see right here, we got the hole already dug. And actually, Armando, I think we used a 24-inch drill rather than the 18 that we normally use. And so the 18-inch drill that we normally use fits a 7-gallon perfectly. We maybe could squeeze in a 15-gallon, but when you're going to put a 25-gallon tree in the ground, you go a little bit bigger. So I had him put on the bigger drill just in case we were going to go 25-gallon. But we found some excellent 7 and 15-gallon trees today at the nursery, and it's a lot less expensive to buy a 15 and a 7-gallon tree than a 25. So that's what we're going to put in first. Which one you got there, Armando? The Oro Negro?
El Oro Negro.
Okay, yeah, let's put that one in. I want to put that one in out here.
Right.
Yeah, I want that one. So Oro Negro, that means, what does, oh, actually, you could translate for us. What does Oro Negro mean in English?
Oro Negro?
Yeah.
Black gold?
Black gold. So these avocados must be really, really good because they're called black gold. And they do, they come out black. They come out darker than even the Hass avocado, right? They have a black skin, and they're also known to be the most cold hardy of the avocado varieties. Now that don't matter to me. It doesn't get super cold here in South Florida. We do get a frost every now and then. But if you live somewhere like people who live around the Houston area, for example, love the Oro Negro because it's very cold tolerant. They say it'll survive a few hours even if the air temperatures dip to like sub 20, like 18, 17, 18 degrees for a few hours, and Oro Negro will survive. And I have never eaten an Oro Negro. Armando, have you tasted it?
No.
Neither of us have tasted the Oro Negro, but everything I hear about it is great. So let's get this Oro Negro in the hole. All right, now one of the things we've learned to watch for, right, Armando, is if your tree is root bound or not. And I think if you're getting certainly a 1 gallon, a 3 gallon, even a 7-gallon tree, it's unlikely to be root bound. But by the time they get into these 15-gallon and 25-gallon pots in the nurseries, a lot of times they're sitting around for a while. And where normally we try to just work it, like fuss it out of the pot, this one we can tell it's been in there a while. So we're just going to cut the pot open, which is one of the reasons I like these plastic nursery pots. It makes it a lot easier to get the tree out of the pot. You'll know if your tree is root bound. You won't be able to grab or get your fingers in there. It's almost like solid wood, and we don't have that here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy in the ground. Ready? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's just about perfect. Okay. People are always making comments that I don't do any work, that I make you do all the work. Can you believe that? Like, do they not see the sweat and the salt marks all over me? I mean, come on, man. Now, yes, Armando works twice as hard as me. He's twice as strong as me. The man is a machine. But I help where I can, right?
Yeah, you are really, actually, this morning I was telling you, like, you're one of those persons that actually works.
Yeah, oh, wait, let's hear that again. Come here to the camera. What were you saying now? I'm what?
Okay.
Come on down here.
This morning?
Yeah, this morning what?
I was telling you, like, you're actually one of those working guys, like, I met, like, on South Florida.
Yeah.
And all persons, American person.
Yeah.
That's the only person I've seen actually working like with me when I go.
Yeah, okay, so there you have it, right from the lips of Armando. I'm one of the few people that actually comes out and works with him. Thank you, Armando. I appreciate that. Let's get this guy in the ground. All right, so here we have my first Oro Negro in the grove. And I've been wanting to plant one of these guys probably for 3 or 4 years now. And I just haven't been able to find one. And when we were driving out of the nursery today, we had gotten all the trees we wanted, and I happened to see this one. It kind of called out to me, and I said, you know what? I wanna get this Oro Negro. So we got this guy. We put him in at 15 gallons. So you see we're putting him in the ground. He's taller than me. I'm 5'8", so that's probably about, I don't know, 6 foot 4 foot high, something like that. 6 foot and change. And so that's the Oro Negro. That gives a black-skinned avocado. And since we have this next opening right here, and I have a Brogden in the truck, we may as well put the Brogden. We'll have 2 trees with the black-skinned. Now the Brogden is a delicious avocado. That one I have tasted, and it's among my favorites. It's probably in my top 3. We pick it during the month of August. The Oro Negro is a late season. I think it's like September, October, maybe even into November. Definitely October time frame. The Brogden is an August variety, so mid-season. And it's got, not only is the skin black, but it's a thin skin. You could actually chew through it. You could actually eat the skin if you want, but you can certainly chew through it and spit the skin out and just eat the avocado like an apple. Brogden avocados are delicious. When we start harvesting Brogdens in the month of August, everybody sells out of them almost as fast as they could pick them. They're a high demand avocado tree. So here we have the Brogden, and for me the optimal tree size is a 7 gallon, because look, I'm gonna put this guy on the ground, okay? A 7 gallon tree is usually somewhere from about chest height on me, and again I'm 5'8", so like chest height to about eye level, which is exactly where this is. Now, and this is happening more and more, a lot of nurseries are up potting their plants a lot faster. So a lot of nurseries would have this guy in a 15 gallon pot, which would be more than double the price. But this guy was still in his 7 gallon. And the reason I like 7 gallons is they're small enough that like the wind isn't gonna blow them down, but they're big enough that they're already ready to produce fruit. In fact, this guy has fruit on him already. There's a fruit there. There's fruit there. And yes, it's green now, but when it gets closer to ripening, it'll turn black. And next year, it'll certainly be producing. So it's big enough that it gets me productive quickly. It is small enough that it still has time for the roots to really start developing under the ground and get a good connection with the earth. So when it does get bigger, it'll have a firm foundation and it won't blow down in the wind. So here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. At the risk of being told I make Armando do all the work, let me just explain to you what he's doing. So we put the tree in the hole. There was a gap because, like I said, we dug this hole wider. And so whenever we have a gap, you don't really want to shovel big hunks of dirt in because you don't want to create air pockets or voids under the ground. And so we're just kind of gently filling up around the voids with the hoe here and with the shovel to get all the soil and rock back in there. Now, ideally, when we're done with this job, we would also run the sprinklers for 4 hours and give these trees a chance to water in. You want the water to get down into the ground, and that'll take care of all the air bubbles and cause the dirt to like collapse in on itself. But right now my diesel pump is down, and so we haven't had rain in about, what, 2 weeks? So hopefully we'll get a little rain tonight, but we'll be okay. I'll be real curious to see, Armando, if the fruit stays on it. Now, if we left it in the pot, we would have been able to grow this fruit all the way, pick it in August and eat it. But I don't care about, 3 Brogdens, 3 pieces of fruit. I'd rather get this thing in the ground. All right, so this next tree we're putting in is called, what variety is this?
Anise.
It's called Anise, as in black licorice, right? Mm-hmm. As in anisette, liquor. Or if you're from Colombia, what do they drink? Aguardiente or something like that?
Aguardiente is in Mexico.
Aguardiente, it's the same, right? It's that anise, that black licorice flavor. And if you were to take one of these leaves, which you can't do, but I can. Go ahead, Armando. Come on and show us, Armando. So we were in the nursery today, and I broke a leaf off, and I said, Armando, take a whiff of that. You could even take a taste of it, right? Mm-hmm. And what happened?
the best. Like, I had to get one for my mom.
Took you right back home, didn't it?
Yeah.
He goes, I need one of these for my mom. So we added one to the truck. He's going to be giving it to his mom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like Mexican has.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like in that more...
Yeah, like the smells of leaf.
Yeah, this is more in that like Haas, California, Mexican avocado style. Not so much the South Florida, Caribbean, large greenskin avocados. And so I've got an Anise somewhere in my grove. It hasn't produced yet, so I don't know what the fruit tastes like, but I hear good things about it. So now I'm going to put a second one in just because I like the way the leaves smell. Also, they're very healthy, good growers. I kind of lied to Armando. I told him we had drilled the holes, but I guess we didn't drill this one. You see here, this little...
They did, bro.
There is a drill here. Oh yeah, it did drill. It must have filled in the rainstorm. But anyway, you see here, this is not a baby avocado. This is a mature avocado that got sick, and we ground it all the way to the ground. And then what we do is we sit back, we let them grow back, and we see if they recover. Usually they don't. So what I do in the meantime is I plant another tree. I plant another tree next to it, because 9 out of 10 times that little sprout you see back there, it's going to grow back and then it's going to kind of wilt and die off, and I know that he's not going to survive, and I don't want to waste 2 seasons waiting for that to happen. So I'll put this other tree in, this Anise tree, and if in 2 years this guy is still alive and thriving, I'll be getting fruit from it. I'll be getting fruit from this one. Obviously, they'll be too close together. And at that point, maybe in year 3 or 4, I'll make a decision of which one I want to keep and which one I want to get rid of. Armando, let's show them an example of what I was talking about. This tree here, this Monroe variety, it got sick. It got sick with a disease called laurel wilt. So we ground it right flush with the ground. Now, since then, it took a year and it didn't do anything. It didn't even put any new shoots out. So I came in, and what did we plant here, Armando?
Oh, that's the Simmons.
We planted this Simmons variety avocado. So we have one little Simmons seedling, and I thought that was going to be the primary tree in this space. Then, about 18 months after I ground this guy to the ground, he started putting up shoots again. And he grew, and it's been 2 seasons now. And look at how healthy and green this tree is. And it's not only healthy and green,
it has fruit.
It has fruit. It has fruit. Now, what I need to do, there's only one more step left. This fruit, when I pick it, I have to see if it's Monroe variety. Because if we ground down below the graft junction, then what's grown back will be wild. We won't know what it is. It'll be a seedling variety. But if we only ground down to above the graft junction, then what will grow back is Monroe. And I'm like 90+% certain this is Monroe and not seedling, because Monroe leaves tend to have this wrinkly quality to them. Also, every other tree I've done this with, we didn't go down below the graft line and they came back and gave Monroes. These are 30-year-old trees, so they've been here so long that the soil actually has grown and come up, because we let all the organic material, the branches, the leaves, everything drop. All the weeds and stuff we throw into the grove. And over the past 3 to 4 decades, that's been creating soil. And so the graft junctions on a lot of my trees are actually underground now. So I'm thinking this is going to be a healthy Monroe. And as you can see, it's outpacing the Simmons, so I'll probably yank out the Simmons. But I have to wait at least until the end of this year to taste this fruit and make sure it's Monroe and make sure this is what I want to keep. These are really nice, healthy trees. We took our time today, picked some good ones, right?
Yeah, we took like 3 hours to pick.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't 3 hours, but it was a lot of time. Yeah. But
all this morning.
Yeah. All right, so we're done planting the trees. You want to go graft that mamey tree for your mom?
Let's go do it.
Do you know what variety you want? I have Magana, I have Key West, and I have Pace.
I think like Magana and Key West.
I think we did enough today. I think doing the grafting, planting the trees for the video. Then we also did a whole bunch of other stuff. So why don't we end the video here, and after we do the chicken thing, we'll come back and do a whole video about how we did the chickens.
Oh, that sounds...
Yeah. Instead of combining it into one. All right. Okay, perfect. So Today you saw us plant 3 different avocado trees. We put it in Oro Negro and Anise and Brogden. Brogden. 3 very good varieties. 2 I haven't tried, but with very good reputations. You know the Anise variety, so you're pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah. And now we're gonna go get a chicken coop or materials to build it. We don't know how we're gonna do this yet with the chickens. We're gonna do something chicken related now. But that grove we were working in earlier, where you saw us plant the trees, that's where we grow our avocados, we grow our mango, we grow our mamey, our sapodilla. We've got Monstera deliciosa growing there. And if you would like to try any of that fruit, get yourself a box at guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. Armando and me, we're gonna go to visit a couple of feed stores, figure this chicken thing out. While we go do that, you go to guacfarm.com, and we will see you on the next video.
That sounds good. Let's go look for like the chicken house.
Let's do it. All right.
Then we're gonna have some fresh eggs.
We're gonna have some fresh eggs, and if they don't lay eggs, we're gonna have a chicken roast, a barbecue.
No, we're gonna have chicken soup.
Chicken soup, caldo.